Good morning, dear children. Let's discuss about the religion of the Indus Valley people. In the previous classes, you studied about the town planning, the social life of the Indus Valley people. You know that the Indus Valley people were very skilled and their architectural excellence can be seen in different types of buildings which were excavated from the Indus Valley cities. And you learned that the Indus Valley society was divided into 4 sections such as the learned class, the warriors, the traders and artisans and the laborers. And in this class we will study about the religion of the Indus Valley people. So children, what's our today's topic? Yes, religion. Religion of the Indus Valley people. Children, when you discussed about the town planning or the Indus Valley cities, we studied that there existed different types of constructions or the remains of various buildings are available from the Indus Valley sites, such as the remains of granaries, the remains of baths, the remains of public buildings, warehouses, dockyard, etc. One important point that time we have noticed that there was no remains of any monumental structures from the Indus Valley cities. Right? Do you remember that? Yes. You know that monumental structures or monuments means a building with some historical importance. But such types of buildings were not there in the Indus Valley cities. From that we can understand that we did not have any remains of temples from the Indus cities, okay, or the Indus Valley civilization. You know that about 250 sites were excavated in the banks of River Indus and its tributaries. That gives us valuable information regarding the existence of a great civilization in our land. But there are no evidences or remains of temples from the Indus Valley cities. You also learned that we depend on the archaeological sources to study the Indus Valley civilization, since the Indus Valley script was not yet being deciphered. Okay, it's not read by people, or the scholars could not read the Indus Valley script, so that we could not understand what they have mentioned in the script. But there are a lot of archaeological evidences that shed light on the facts related to the Indus Valley civilization. But here, when we discuss about the religion of the Indus Valley people, we can see that there is no remains of temples from the Indus Valley sites. Children, you know that each and every religion had their own places of worship, right? The people who believe in Hinduism will go to the temples, Christians will go to the churches, then the Muslims will go to the mosques, the Sikhs will go to the gurudwaras, the Buddhists will go to the pagodas, etc. That means there are some particular places for worship to the people who belong to different religions. Here, the Indus Valley people, definitely they worshipped some forces of nature or some supernatural powers. They had their own religious beliefs. But we do not have the evidences of temples from the Indus Valley cities. Okay, children? Anyway, from which evidence or where we could understand about the religious beliefs of the people? Yes, there are clay seals and figurines. Some figurines are available and also clay seals. Okay, from the figurines and the clay seals, we can understand or we can get some information regarding the religious beliefs of the Indus Valley people. So one important fact you have to keep in your mind is that there is no evidence of temples that existed in the Indus Valley civilization. We do not have the remains of temples from the civilization. Temples. Do we have any evidence of temples or any remains of temples from the Indus Valley civilization? No. We do not have the remains of temples from the Indus Valley cities. But we have some clay seals and figurines. Okay, some clay seals and figurines are available, or that we can get such clay seals and figurines from the Indus Valley sites that may help us to know about the religious beliefs of the Indus Valley people. Okay, so there were no remains of what? No remains of temples. But we have clay seals and figurines. Children, what's the meaning of figurines? Figurines means small human statues. Human statues. So, human statues are called figurines. There are a number of figurines available from the Indus Valley cities and also a number of clay seals. Okay, both these figurines and the clay seals give us a lot of very valuable information regarding the religious beliefs of the Indus Valley people. Okay, especially the clay seals and the figurines show that the Indus Valley people worshipped the mother goddess as a symbol of fertility. They worshipped whom? They worshipped their mother goddess. The Indus Valley people worshipped mother goddess. And this mother goddess was the symbol of fertility. So, from the evidences or from the archaeological evidences such as the clay seals and the figurines or human statues, we can understand that the Indus Valley people worshipped a mother goddess as a symbol of what? A symbol of fertility. Symbol of fertility or agricultural production. You know that the Indus Valley civilization, from its name itself we can understand that civilization flourished in the banks of river Indus or in the valleys of river Indus and its tributaries. In the beginning itself you learned that people started settling or they started settled life in the banks of rivers or valleys of rivers because they depended on agricultural production. Their main occupation was agriculture, so that they settled in the river valleys. Here, their primary concern was more and more agricultural production. So, this mother goddess was considered as a symbol of fertility. You studied that the soil in the river valleys was very fertile and there was the availability of water, constant supply of water in the river valleys. That's why the early men forced to settle in the valleys of river. Right? Here, the Indus Valley people worshipped mother goddess as a symbol of what? A symbol of fertility. A symbol of fertility. Okay. Fertility means the quality to produce more. What is the meaning of fertility, children? The quality to produce more. Here it means the quality of the soil to give more and more agricultural production, more and more production of crops. Okay, so the Indus Valley people worshipped this mother goddess as a symbol of fertility. We know it from the clay seals and the figurines available from the Indus Valley sites. Present day children, you know that the people who follow Hinduism worship a large number of gods and goddesses. Right? Yes, you also worship. And you know that each and every gods and goddesses represent some particular thing. Clear? Yes. For example, the Hindus worship goddess Lakshmi as a symbol of prosperity, wealth. Right? And we worship goddess Saraswati as a symbol of learning, education. Right? And we worship Parvati as a symbol of power, Shakti. Right? Like that, we worship the gods also. And we give, that means all these gods and goddesses are representing some particular things. Here also, Mother Goddess represented what? Fertility. Or the people of Indus Valley worship the Mother Goddess as a symbol of fertility. Is it clear now? Okay. Then the clay seals and figurines. Figurines means small statues or human statues. Give us evidence or give us information regarding this matter. Again, the seal of a male god seated in a yogic posture surrounded by animals is believed to be that of Lord Pashupati. Another god was Lord Pashupati, a male god. See, mother goddess, a female god and a male god. Their worship was Pashupati. See, a seal depicts this. That means a seal which is available from the Indus Valley depicts the Pashupati or a god or a male sitting in a yogic posture surrounded by animals, and he is considered as the protector or the savior of animals or the Pashupati. Okay, a male god called the Pashupati was also worshipped by the Indus Valley people. The evidence is a seal available from the Indus Valley sites that represent or that depict a male god sitting in a yogic posture and surrounded by animals. Okay. A seal shows that, or it depicts the picture of a male god sitting in a yogic posture and surrounded by animals. So, it gives us information that the Indus Valley people worship the early form of Pashupati, the Lord of cattle. Pashupati means the Lord of cattle. Pashupati means the Lord of cattle. Now you learned about two gods worshipped by the Indus Valley people. The mother goddess and the male god called Pashupati or the Lord of cattle. So we get this evidence of the Pashupati from a seal. From an Indus seal, we could get an information that the people worshipped a male god called Pashupati. Because in the seal, he is depicted as sitting in a yogic posture and surrounded by animals. Clear? Yes, so the two gods worshipped by the Indus Valley people were Mother Goddess and a male god called Pashupati or the Lord of cattle. You know that there were no temples in the Indus Valley civilization, or remains of temples are not available from the Indus Valley civilization. But we have the archaeological evidences of clay seals and figurines which show or which gives us a lot of information about the religious beliefs of the Indus Valley people. Is it clear now? Yes. Then the excavated amulets show that they worship or they believed, the Indus Valley people also believed in evil spirits. Okay, amulets. Amulets means lucky charms. Amulets. Many amulets have been discovered from the Indus Valley sites and they show that they believed in evil spirits. Evil spirits. The Indus Valley people also believed in evil spirits because a number of amulets have been discovered from the Indus Valley site of Harappa. And these amulets show that they believed in ghosts and evil spirits. Ghosts and evil spirits or ghosts and evil spirits and ghosts. The Indus Valley people believed in ghosts and evil spirits because there are a number of lucky charms or amulets have been discovered from the Harappan sites, and that show that the Indus Valley people believed in evil spirits and ghosts. Okay, they also worship forces of nature. The people of Indus Valley worship forces of nature, the people tree, the humped bull, etc. So they worship forces of nature. The people worship what, children? Forces of nature, humped bull. Humped bull or bull with a hump. Then people tree. They worship people tree. The Indus Valley people worship the people tree also. So they worship in two main gods such as the mother goddess and the male god called Pashupati or Lord of Cattle. And the amulets show that they also believed in evil spirits and ghosts. Here they also worship forces of nature, humped bull and people tree. Still now children, you know that we also worship some forces of nature, right, like sun, moon, etc. And also you know that the humped bull and people tree were also worshipped by the Indus Valley people. The Indus Valley people believed in life after death. What was their belief regarding life after death? According to the evidences shown, the Indus Valley people believed in life after death. So they believed in what, children? Life after death. They believed in life after death. The people of Indus Valley believed in life after death. How do we know that the people believed in life after death? Yes, there are a number of archaeological remains. That means the graves contains various things used by the people in their life. Okay, the graves or the burial places that contains a number of jewels or ornaments and the weapons used by the people, utensils, etc. are there in the graves or in the burial places of the people. That show that the Indus Valley people had a belief in life after death. And also the large or huge urns were there with ashes and human bones. Urns, U-R-N-S, urns. Urns means large containers or large pots. Okay, urns means large pots. These type of large pots also shows that people believed in life after death, because inside the pots or the urns there were the human bones and ashes. Okay, all these show that the Indus Valley people believed in life after death. Okay, many things used by the people in their life in the earth, such as the ornaments, their tools, etc., have been discovered from the graves. That show that the people of Indus Valley also believed in life after death. And also the large urns or large pots contains ashes and human bones. From all these evidences or archaeological remains, we can understand that the Indus Valley people believed in life after death. The afterlife. Clear, children? Now we are studying about the religion of the Indus Valley people. Okay, I hope that you wrote all these points in your copy also while listening to the video. It's very important, children. See, you have to write all the main points in your copy, read it twice. Then you can understand the topic easily. That's why writing all these points in the board. Clear? So, now we studied about the religion. What was our today's topic? Religion. Okay, we discussed about many things regarding the religious beliefs of the Indus Valley people. You know that there were no remains of temples from the Indus Valley cities. Do we have any remains of temples from the Indus Valley civilization or Indus Valley cities? No, we do not have the remains of temples from the Indus Valley sites. But we have a number of clay seals and figurines or human statues that show or that gives us information regarding the religious beliefs of the Indus Valley people. From the clay seals and the figurines, we can understand that the Indus Valley people worship the mother goddess, and this mother goddess is considered as a symbol of fertility. The mother goddess was considered as a symbol of what, children? A symbol of fertility. They also worship a male god, and his picture is depicted in the seal, in a Harappan seal, and that shows that a male god sitting in a yogic posture surrounded by animals, and probably it was the early form of Pashupati or the lord of cattle. Then some amulets also have been discovered from the Indus sites that show that the Indus Valley people believed in evil spirits and ghosts. Evil spirits and ghosts. Okay. Then they worship forces of nature. The people of Indus Valley worship forces of nature, humped bull and peepal tree. They also believed in life after death. The evidences such as the remains of ornaments and tools etc. from the burial places, and also large urns containing the human bones and ashes show that the Indus Valley people believed in life after death. I hope that this topic is well clear to you. Now you should write all the important points in your copies and read the book. Learn well. Okay children, thank you and have a nice day.